Welcome back, guys. I'm Chris, and today I'm going to be trying a little bit of an experiment, and that experiment is I'm going to be trying to cut up some cedar with a hardwood blade. The first question that you might ask yourself is why? Why would I do that? And there's two answers really. The first one is that I've just been cutting up a ton of cedar lately, and I've ran through all of the softwood blades, or the combination blades from Woodland mills that I have. Those are the 10-degree blades, I believe. So I just have been kind of dragging my feet a little, haven't got them in to get sharpened yet. So I'm left with some hardwood blades, and that's all I have left to use. And the second reason is that I kind of just wanted to try it for my own experimental purposes, see what kind of a job that does. I know it's not really meant for it, but I can't see why there would be that big of an issue using them. I kind of have it pictured in my head like if you've ever used a miter saw, you know, the blades that have the teeth really far apart, really aggressive. Sure, they cut through the wood really quickly, but it's a bit more of a rougher cut, where the finishing blades with the teeth closer together, it's a bit slower going through the wood, but does a lot finer job. So that's kind of what my hypothesis is with this, is that I'm guessing that it's gonna be a bit slower cutting the lumber, but maybe it'll leave a smoother finish. I don't know, that's just what I'm guessing, so I'm interested to find out. Alright guys, this might be kind of difficult getting this close enough to the camera, but I'll try my best to demonstrate the difference. On the left is the 7-degree hardwood blade. This is the blade I just took off the mill. It is the combination blade from Woodland mills that I mainly use for doing cedar. And I'm trying to line them up here so you can see that I got the points kind of even, and the further along you go, the further you can kind of see how the softwood blade's a lot more aggressive, so there's a lot more space in between each tooth kind of thing. So kind of the same idea like what I was talking about with the finishing blade on your miter saw or something like that. So I'm gonna get the hardwood blade on the mill and get cutting some cedar with it. So we got the hardwood blade installed, it's tracking good, so I'm gonna fire up the mill and see how these first few passes go. Well, so far so good. I think that just by my anecdotal evidence here that it does seem you have to go a little bit slower. There's like a bit more resistance if you try to push it too fast, but that's kind of exactly what I expected, so no problem there. And other than that, it seems to be doing a really good job cutting, and it might even be doing a bit smoother of a finish. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'll keep going until I get this cut down a bit, and then I can compare it with some of the stuff that I've cut up with the other blade and see if I can notice much of a difference. So here's kind of a side-by-side comparison. The one on the right was cut with the 10-degree combination blade from Woodland Mills. The one on the left is cut with the hardwood blade from Woodland Mills, and this is all cedar. Just looking at it, I don't think you guys will be able to pick up anything on the camera. You can just barely tell that this one's a little bit smoother. Where you can really tell is when you feel it. You can feel that this one's quite a bit smoother than this one. Now, we're not talking like by a mile or anything. It's not like the hardwood blade makes it come out like it's planed or anything like that, but you can just tell it's a little bit smoother. I don't know why that it would be a big deal to anybody, but it's kind of just an observation. Like if you're gonna finish it down into furniture or something like that, you're gonna plane it anyways, so not a big deal. But like I was saying, just an observation. Where you really do notice it, I think, is when you're actually pushing the mill through the wood. You can feel the resistance, like the hardwood blade that doesn't want to cut as fast. Now, this was also a lot bigger of a log than I've been cutting recently, so that might be kind of like my recency bias of being able to whip through those smaller logs a bit faster. So maybe I just don't remember the hardwood blade having that much resistance on a bigger log, but I'm pretty sure that the hardwood blade just doesn't want to cut as fast. Now, having said that, it's not a huge difference, and I mean, if you're in a bind and all you have is hardwood blades, I can't see why you wouldn't want to use one of them. It seemed to work fine. I guess I'm pretty confident, but I guess the last thing to check is how good of a job it did straightness wise. But I mean, it looks nice and straight to me anyways. And anybody that says you can't cut quality lumber on a mill like this, I think is crazy. I'm really impressed constantly of how well the lumber turns out coming off this mill. Anyways, guys, just wanted to do that little experiment today. Thought I'd bring you along in case somebody was curious or had never really attempted to do that before. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.